Hello everyone, how's it going? Appreciate you guys being here. Just a real casual day here today. Not doing too much for the live stream. Just kind of a casual lunchtime stream. I'm rolling up a bit of a strange GIMP character because I was curious about how it would play and figured what the heck not, or why the heck not. Let's give this a try. I thought we're running on Cannith for the next couple of weeks here. We're trying to rotate through all the servers and all that sort of thing. So we're gonna head on over to Cannith, and just because I kind of wanted to, I thought we would run like Diplomatic Impunity and the Lord's March chain, just because I enjoy running that stuff. So I rolled up a level 15. Sort of iconic rogue hybrid, Morning Lord rogue hybrid. Yeah, very strange, probably pretty gimped build. I just kind of wanted to play around with the little self-sufficiency build, play around with a few ideas I have. So I have like a many shot, some cleric levels for cleric buffs and that sort of thing, and we'll just kind of see how it plays out. Like I say, I don't have much of the way of gear outside of the regular stuff. I did get myself a icy raiment and a couple of turbulent EPs to dual wield here, but I thought I'd just kind of play around and have some fun here this stream and just sort of go for it. So we're going to be putting up an LFM in just a few minutes here, and if you're interested, come join the LFM. I'd love to play with you guys here this afternoon. Don't forget that if you do follow us here on twitch.tv/DDO stream, you'll be notified whenever we do stream on the live stream channel. We live stream every Wednesday starting at noon Eastern. That's -4 GMT right now, and also I tend to stream on some off hours as well, oftentimes maybe on Friday, that kind of thing. So follow us if you want to find out exactly when we're streaming. All this stuff, if you do run into some stream issues or whatever, it does get highlighted, and you can watch it after the fact on both our Twitch page and also on YouTube. We typically have been sending these over, if they're halfway decent, to YouTube as well. I did make one adjustment for this week's show. Last week, we upped the quality quite well. We were streaming in 720p, but I heard from a bunch of people in the chat room who, frankly, ran into issues with that because the stream was just too good for their internet connection, and so it was causing a lot of skipping and hitching and all that sort of thing. And we don't like that either, so I actually dropped it down just a little bit for this week's stream. I think we're at 580, something like that, some kind of weird resolution, which hopefully should be a nice middle ground between the 480 and the 720p, and hopefully get us where we want to be. So like I said, I'm running quite a weird, strange, and frankly somewhat gimped build, but mostly just doing it because I wanted to play around with a little bit of self-sufficiency, see what kind of roguiness I could get while mixing with the self-healing of a Morning Lord as well. And I did actually want to add in Arcane Archer, but then I forgot to do that, so if I was to actually play this character more significantly on the live server, I would respec it and get that Arcane Archer in there as well, because Arcane Archer is pretty okay. So let me actually drop my audio just a little bit so that people can hear us okay. Yeah, I thought we'd start with the Deception on Stormreach and perhaps even run it on Elite, see what we could get going here. So this is the free one, so. We should have that, should be up right now, I believe, right? There we go. Alright, let's take a look at the chat room. Yeah, 15 to 18 sounds fine, 12 to 15 sounds fine. I'm not really, we're pretty fast and loose here on our LFMs here. It's mostly just about having fun rather than worrying too much about min-maxing things out and getting the most XP and all that sort of thing. So if you've got someone that you'd like to join, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, we'll probably just start soloing this if we need to fairly soon. So how's everyone going in chat this week? Did you I don't think any of you guys made it out to PAX, but if you did make it out to PAX East, we had a really nice player party on Friday. We had about 20 DDO peeps show up and about 5 of the devs, and we just kind of hung out and had some dinner and a couple of beers, and really, really good time, I think. So if you were able to make it out, you got some swag. We were able to give out some hoodies and t-shirts and even a couple of DDO dice bags and with dice, which was pretty rad. Also got to meet a bunch of people from the PAX East show floor as well, the exhibit hall. I was over in the Infinite Crisis area just kind of hanging out and helping them out there, and got some DDO folks who stopped by, mostly for swag-related purposes, which is perfectly fine. And so we hooked them up as well if you were able to make it over to our booth through the weekend. Otherwise, let's see. So one other change I guess I was going to let you guys know about, and that is that as of yesterday, we've changed the recommended world for new players who are first starting out DDO. You know, you can of course pick any server you want to when you're creating your first account, but it was set to Glanda as the sort of recommended world by default, and we switched that just yesterday to Cannith, just as a chance to hopefully bring some new players over to Cannith there. You know, we like to rotate it through every now and then, and yeah, I figured it was time to make a change because Galanda's been doing pretty good lately, so thought we'd do that. So if you're on Cannith, hope you see some new blood here and all that. The name of my character is Rampant Ninja, and his last name is Related Crime. Her last name is Related Crime. So Rampant Ninja Related Crime is the name of this character, and if you catch the reference, then, well, then you're probably as old as I am. Yeah, I noticed someone was saying the other day that the Twitch stream is actually going to be doing away with PMs, which is going to make it a little bit more difficult for me to give away my turbine points on the Twitch stream. But we'll have to figure out some other way that I can actually do this. Let's see, we can't really talk about the update today. It was a hotfix. Read into that whatever you want to. Let's see. Yeah, I did just sort of throw this up here. I don't know how many people even know really what, since I'm not using the Cordovan character or anything like that, maybe some people don't even know it's me being live streamed, but we're just going to go and run this no matter what. Let's see, what else could I talk about? We're working right now on a dev diary that'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek into some of the stuff that's coming in Update 22. We're working on that. Today probably won't be out this week, just due to the amount of work it's going to take to get it all put together and looked over and edited and what have you. So probably you can expect that next week, shall we say. I mean, I can't guarantee that, but as soon as we get it all through and ready to go, we'll do that. So. It'll be a little bit of an overview of what to expect in Update 22, at least a little bit of it. There's still a bunch that's not in there, but we're working on some, so. Let's see. I'm not sure what to tell you if you're having a login problem. Unfortunately, if one thing you can try is to make sure your launcher doesn't have proxies enabled. That might be something to take a look at and make sure you not have a firewall or antivirus problem. Otherwise, you can get in touch with our technical support. You can do that by going to support.turbine.com and then click on Support Center and then submit a ticket. And they should be able to get you squared up pretty quickly there. So, I don't know what else we got. We're all in the midst of Update 22-ness here. All the dev team that I can see behind my computer is all working on airships and Epic 3-Barrel Cove and a whole bunch of cool stuff that hopefully we'll be able to let you preview on Lamania. Well, it won't be any time immediately soon, but hopefully fairly soon. Otherwise, I guess I could say we're working on getting a Festival of the Traveler back too, so we'll we'll have some news related to that hopefully here fairly shortly. So. That's a good question, Krill. I'm going to have to look into that. I'm not sure about a live web chat option for support. It's a interesting suggestion, though. I'll make sure our support people know about it. We're actually working on a another dev diary that'll be probably coming a little bit later regarding some of the airship changes. I know at one point we've already confirmed that it does have a buff all button, for example. So you'll be able to go and get all your buffs in one place rather than having to travel from altar to altar or slot to slot there. And yeah, it's a good question about the bacon. I hope so. I assume we're not going to get rid of the bacon. But we'll have more information on that probably in a month or so. Maybe a little longer than that. We'll see. As we get closer to update 22. Fix for the friends list levels, that's the display bug. Where if you TR, it keeps a sort of a running total. I agree that's a little annoying, but it's a fairly minor bug, so I'm not sure that we have that on our radar immediately for any kind of fix. Hey. Oh, I suppose I should probably disable hints. Will something like my DDO ever return? I don't think so. No plans in the works to bring any kind of blogging platform back, or way to look up your characters. It's something that we tried, and due to a number of reasons, my DDO had to be deprecated. So, never say never, I guess. But we have no immediate plans to do anything like that. Any chance that Archer single pull is up soon in the fix rotations? Not sure what you mean by that. Oh, yeah. I guess I do know what you mean. You're talking about the ability to sort of target a mob aggro one at a time using the Archer, and yes, that is actually in the works. I think we'll... I don't know if I can exactly commit to a date on that because it hasn't... I guess I don't know, but probably update 22 or thereabouts, perhaps a little after that. It's something that we are definitely looking at, though. Any chance for AoE attack for arcane archers? I haven't heard of anything about that. Any chance for battleships? Well, you're going to want to stay tuned to our dev diary coming out here. Let's see. I don't know. Why don't we get started here? Flame Burst era would be nice. Yeah, perhaps. I'm not sure that arcane archers need too much of a buff right now, but perhaps. We'll see. Otherwise, I don't know. What have you guys been doing in the chat room? Let's talk a little DDO. What you guys been up to? If you want to talk about any of your recent accomplishments, feel free to do so. Actually, while we're getting started here, let me see if I can drop a couple of turbine points in the chat room. Like I say, our PM is actually going away. We're losing our ability to just PM people privately through Twitch here, so I'm going to have to come up with some other way to hand out turbine points. So for now, we're just going to put them in the chat. First come, first serve. Good luck. Once they're one use and they're gone, so good luck on that. The DDO community does have a generally pretty good grasp of grammar here. We know the difference between your and your, so... Yeah, actually, I've been noticing some DD&D on TV lately as well. I don't know if you saw that recent episode of Community. That was pretty good. Pretty sure you can live stream that right now through the NBC.com website. If you haven't seen that and you like funny, it's a pretty good one. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, let's get started here. Like I say, this... Oh, Oh, we actually have someone joining, so maybe we'll hang on and give them a chance to come on in. Oh, I have not actually had a chance to see the PAX East D&D session. I actually keep myself pretty busy over PAX East, so I've not had the time to check out the new Acquisitions Incorporated. But if it's anything like their past ones, I'm sure it's hilarious, because that's been one of the highlights of well, really internet broadcasting as far as I'm concerned. It's extremely funny stuff. Nice. Let's see. Let's look to use freedom here. We just hand that sucker out. Yeah, you know, one of the things about working at the booth, that sort of thing for PAX, is you tend not to be able to go to many of the seminars because the lines for them tend to be fairly lengthy. So it's a little challenging to be able to actually hit up all those. So I usually have to watch them afterwards, which is okay too. Why am I never playing in Surlana? I will get to Surlana. I'll put it in the rotation here. Oh, we have another one. Ah, someone from MMORPG, it looks like. Thank you for joining. Nice to see you. Why are they taking away PMs on Twitch? I don't know. I don't work for Twitch, but if I was to guess, it's probably just a matter of, you know, figuring out what products fit best for their live stream based technology, and perhaps there's some, you know, storage or whatever reasons for not wanting to keep having PMs forever. But I don't know. I'll have to look at that. Maybe I'm sure there are some ways to Larvin to give out some turbine points using tools on Twitch. I'll have to take a look at that. So, yeah. Or at the very least, I could just do it afterwards. But it's oh, there we go. Hey, we actually have a full group. But yeah, anyway, back to the Surlana and Orion thing. I will be getting to Surlana, and I will be getting to Orion. I actually was considering going to Orion instead of Cannith this week, but someone last week during the stream had suggested Cannith, so I figured, what the heck, I'll go there first. So generally, we've been going about 2 weeks per server. So, yeah, probably after Cannith sounds like Orion. Maybe after that we could do Surlana, and I don't know. There's no real reason, you know. Unless we have a specific reason for wanting to go to a different, you know, specific server, like we did with Mortal Voyage running Permadeath and Argonessen. I've just been basically doing random servers. So, well, that'll continue here. Alright, we have a full group, so I guess why don't we get started? Yep. Shard Azuriate, yes, that is. I love the Shard Azuriate. That's got to be one of the coolest items in the game. I have it on one of my artificers, actually uses it fairly regularly. I love getting the Beholder, although the Mind Flayer is pretty good too. So, yep. Yeah, I suppose I could just roll a dice to pick the server. Like I say, originally I want to hit up every server before I start repeating. So for a little while here, we'll just be doing that. Yes, the Scorpions are actually one of the tougher sections in here. Make contact with, what's his name? Okay, the beach.
Along the ridge line, high above you, is a line of
I saw a
bamboo
recent
fencing.
thread on the DDO forums where
From
people
this
were talking
distance,
about
it
the
resembles
Dungeon Master
descriptions of the
voices.
primitive architecture
And
used by
it
various
was often
wild men
brought up that this
tribes.
is generally one of the player favorites. I suspect, you know, Ed Greenwood in that is also a very popular popular pick. But in terms of sort of the classic D&D Dungeon Master voices, the person who supplies this is
Through the brush
generally
ahead,
pretty well
you
regarded.
hear a
I like the
guttural
voice work a lot
calling
too.
for death to intruders.
You see what we're doing here? By the way, this is something you see fairly regularly. You can kind of scoot past a lot of this stuff. Not bad.
The cavern ahead
Do we have to
reeks
mention
of
door?
feline occupation. This must
I don't
be
know.
where the
I
panthers
don't.
make their den.
Looks like we got some people moving pretty quick here.
The jungle canopy gives way to a shrub-filled clearing. From the southwest comes the tang of salty sea air.
There's our shrine for those who want it.
Near the pond is another vine thrasher structure. This one adorned with a dead jungle panther. Howls of
I wouldn't say the scorpions are the worst. They're just pretty challenging. Yeah, the polar rays can be pretty tough, that's for sure. Not quite sure why we took that detour there. What's the point? Everyone sort of has their own worst enemy. Scorpions, mephits, flensers, beholders. They're all pretty tough in their own way. I don't actually know when Otto's boxes are going to be making a return to the store. They were here not too long ago, right? So, might be a little while, but I don't know. Guess we're not going for the chest here, huh? Okay. I don't actually know the name of the person who does the DM voice. That was before my time here. But she does show up in several areas. Sorry. Yeah, that sounds right. Sounds right. Yeah, I think you're right. It's a Cindy Robinson is the name. She's a well-known voice actress. If you can, look her up on IMDb or something like that, and sort of see where all of her work there. Now this is where you do the detour, right? Theoretically.
Presence of Droam soldiers and siege machines is disturbing. You must warn Henrietta of the danger to Stormreach. With luck, you can make it back to camp without encountering any Droam forces.
Right, yeah, the Crystal Cove Kobolds, Megalodon, huh? That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, if you get a bunch of DDO team members talking about what monsters they want to see in the game, it's kind of an endless supply. That's one of the nice things about D&D, right? Over the years, there's been a million different monsters. Ooh, bottled tornadoes, huh? Killing my mini shot. Guess I should try to find some mobs for it. Oh well, sort of wasted my mini shot there. Bummer. It's alright. That would be rad. All three of those names would be fantastic to have. There's often, a thread you'll see on the forums, which celebrity voice would you like to see? And those names come up fairly frequently. I mean, who doesn't want, Patrick Stewart or something to narrate just about anything? I mean, guy can do my answering machine, right? That would be the raddest answering machine ever. Yeah, those bottles, tornadoes in a bottle are pretty rad. Pretty powerful, I have to admit. I've been using them myself, some quests. Gilbert Godfrey's DM.
Deathly weapons again, please.
Still just trying to think about what a Gilbert Godfrey DM would sound like. You attack the names and trees in the trail. Be pretty funny. Man, this group is making it easy on me.
Crumbling ruins rest on the plateau above. While the stones are ancient, the tents and banners around them are not.
Oh, actually, Sparty's Alright, I actually need to call up diplomacy here. I took some skill points in diplomacy to shit some aggro. I forgot to hotbar it. No, I have not died yet. Thanks for asking. Oh, you're saying Gilbert Godfrey as raid boss? I understand.
Out. Soldiers of Droam, stand down. The war captain wishes to parley with the intruders.
Yeah, actually, I do want to run Undermine here at some point with the rules that I was in. It was one of the Movember donation efforts where I actually ran in some kind of unusual way to race through Undermine. It was pretty cool. It was really pretty neat. I haven't had a chance to use this rejuvenation at dawn yet either. I'm kind of curious about that. I was looking to talk on that. The hotfix, I guess we could probably say, we've used this phrase before, I'll let you figure out what it means, is we address some unintended functionality. I'll tell you that much. So. I don't actually know if I know where the traps are on this one. I don't think I've ever rogued through this quest. They're back here, aren't they? Yeah, race Undermine, that's what I'm talking about, where you sort of first get to the end wins. And you sort of use the what haves used to the little bombs there to take care of it. It's a lot of fun. Traps, huh? Incoming.
Dead. Any hope of avoiding war with Droam has vanished. Their invasion of Zendrik will be slowed. Enough, perhaps, to give Stormreach time to prepare for war.
Alright, good enough. Yes, I think someone's search score is too low. That's what I thought. Okay. I thought there was one on either side of the top platform there, but I guess it's just a little too gimped to do it. Yes, that would be potentially unintended, JT Baron. I really like the Lord's March chain. It's a really fun chain. And the sort of second part of this chain, the attack on Stormreach, is also really nice. That's the one that's got like you know, undermine and stuff in it. Very cool. I really like attack on Summerfield as well. Where's the second guy? Here we go. Yeah, this one is really fun. Yeah, actually, I do have. I did pick up fine traps there, but apparently that wasn't even enough. How bad is my surge scar? Like I said, I quick rolled this character before I got started here, so literally I was gearing him out 10 minutes before we started. Get up to 30. I think that'd be alright for a level 14 quest. I'm not a dev per se. I work on the DDO community team, so I don't actually develop, but I do talk about to developers. They sit next to me. So essentially, if you're curious what a community team person actually does, we serve as a voice of the players in discussions. So when there are meetings about what to do, we try to bring database metrics about what the community is up to and wants to do about a certain thing. We also work on the website, forums, Facebook, Twitter, social media, conventions, things like that. We wear many hats in many ways. It's a very interesting job. Oh, hey, CSI, nice to see you there. Ooh, Indian food. Yum. I need to get my lunch. See, I give up my lunch for this lunch stream, so I don't get to eat until afterwards. So I sit here hearing about your lunches and just get quite jealous. This one is we're probably just going to do a fairly short run, I imagine, of framework here. But if you really want to get spend a little time in here, there's some really neat sort of extra things you can find and do and get. It's a really cool quest. This one can also be a little tricky. It's pretty easy to get overwhelmed by minotaurs. So I should switch to my swords. Diplo over. There we go. You know, I'm not a very good one, but I am a bass player, and I actually have tried to recreate this song on bass guitar. It actually has a little similarity to like a Led Zeppelin riff. It's kind of rad.
The sound of a warning bell echoes down the streets.
Mini shot time.
More minotaurs pile out of the nearby buildings to see what's going on.
This is, like I said, this is kind of a GIMP build, but it's sort of an unusual build I'm considering actually playing more significantly, which would basically be a rogue splash Morning Lord Cleric with mini shot and Arcane Archer enhancement line. And it would be to mostly be a solo build, so you could try to be somewhat self-sufficient. I'm not sure that I'd be able to... I'm already running into trap problems, though. But then again, I don't have any trap-related gear, so there's that.
The sound of a warning bell echoes down the streets. More Minotaurs pile out of the nearby buildings to see what's going on.
Alright.
The sound of a warning bell echoes down the streets. More Minotaurs pile out of the nearby buildings to see what's going on.
Wow, that polar ray, man. Very nice. Let's see. Guess we're doing alright here. I really like some of the NPC text in this quest too. If you, I don't know if you've ever gone in here and killed, like, completely wiped the place clean of Minotaurs. It's a pretty funny flavor text. Many shots up again. Yeah, I don't actually know what levels. I wasn't even looking. Hopefully it's... maybe that's, Cordovan, the mini bosses. I like it. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what level. It looks like maybe we do have someone that's significantly over level in here, huh? That's alright. Like I say, this is a real casual live stream. I'm not really that concerned about achievement or progress. This is just about having some fun with folks. I at least try to be at level. I'd rather have you run with me than not, because you don't have a character at level, you know?
The sound of a warning bell echoes down the streets. More Minotaurs pile out of the nearby buildings to see what's going on.
Oh, someone already got the traps on. Hopefully the frames per second shouldn't be. I did drop the resolution just a little bit because of 720 was just basically a little too taxing on too much of the audience's computers. But I may actually switch it back. We'll have to see how things look. I went to, I guess it was like 540 or something like that, still 16.9. So, try to split the difference a little bit. Yeah, it's a Morning Lord. Yep. Crystal Cove will be coming back. Absolutely. It's not here yet, but... Yeah, that's right. I'm not having fun. I'm quality testing to ensure game integrity. I like it. Any more requests planned for House C? Well, we did recently have the one that came out, last October here. The one with the Blade Forge. That's not too bad. I don't know of any further plans to add more, but it's possible.
You misunderstand, the Medusa says. What we are looking for is a wise governor for the annexed city of Stormreach. Would the plunder of... I mean, taxes cover your costs? The chieftain nods sagely. You drive a hard bargain, Ambassador Hestis. I accept. The chieftain bellows. Intruders! Slay them all! Forum, Thorngag! The Medusa ambassador calls out. Protect our future governor. I must tell the daughters of Sorkel the news.
Watch my hit point bar here. Looking good. Nice. Terraz's Sight. That's kind of cool. I actually had a cleric that for quite a while kept the Sora kill set going there. It was pretty nice. Eventually I'll level it, but yeah. Oh, I didn't know we had repaired the ballista. That's cool.
Doris is impressed. She offers more treasure as a reward for the way you've completed the mission.
Ooh, snakes get fast. Again, I don't need it on this guy, but it's still kind of cool. Let's see, search spot plus 10. It's pretty alright. No, gonna guess no. Alright. Let's see. There was some mention that events were going to be showing up more frequently but for shorter visits. Is that still the case? Yeah, I'd say that's... Well, I'm not so sure about the shorter. We typically, on most of the events, try to do 2 weekends. So it'll say start on a Thursday usually and run that weekend, go all through the next week, run through that weekend, and then typically get turned off that Monday. I mean, there are some examples where it's a little longer or shorter, but that tends to be about what we usually try to do is 2 weekends there. So in that regard, I don't know if that's necessarily a change, but it is generally the way we do it. We're going to have more details on the nature of the changes for guild airships as we get a little bit closer to update 22. You know, I can tell you we have plans in the works and things are currently being worked on, but part of it is still sort of up in the air. So since that's the case, it may be that any details I'd give you might end up changing. So I don't want to provide too many details while we're still in a design phase on this stuff. Oh, really? The end ballista there is always functional. Okay. I learned something new today. I'm just clearing out inventory. Good enough. Alright. Yeah, the optionals are great in Framework. There's a whole ton of optionals and things you could do there, but we're just kind of zerging our way through here over lunch. Let's see, what else we got in chat here? Late October from Maybar, that sounds about right. Let's see. What else we got? More hot tubs? Yeah, that'd be awesome. We're gonna have some more fun stuff, I can tell you that much. Is there a Lamania ETA? Not really, although I can tell you it's not going to be in the immediate future here. So you're not going to see anything, I don't think, on Lamania, I'd say, within the next couple of weeks here. So you've got a little time yet before Update 22 starts its preview cycle on Lamania. Any information on the rumors of a Swashbuckler Prestige? I can tell you that it's not rumors, so there's some information. It is actually coming. It is a Bard PRE. And I think we're going to have more information on it a little bit later, but sort of think about what a swashbuckler is in terms of thematic sort of material, and you're part of the way there at least. I'm going to have to double check on this weekend's event just to make sure that it's the thing going on. So I don't want to say it in case I'm wrong. I don't want to give out. I try not to give out false information.
Is waiting for you in the plaza as arranged. Yet the captain of the guard looks worried and agitated.
Captain Coyle. Maybe if you could walk him off the plank, huh? Yeah. A swashbuckler is a bard PRE. Uh, I'm going to have to look into the Champion of Good bug, not always breaking good DR depending on the weapon. I think I saw a bug report on that recently. I did look up the bug status on that, but unfortunately I don't remember what the answer was. I think it's being worked on, but couldn't tell you when. Sorry. Oh, I'm waiting here. Let's drop a few more points. Again, these are first come, first serve. Good luck. Someone's asking about the chance for the Warlock class. There's a chance for a whole bunch of classes, but we don't have any immediate plans to bring the Warlock in. Sorry. Yeah, among the changes, I guess I could say this in general about our plans for guild airships, and that is we're well aware of sort of the areas where people find it a bit, you know, some of the things that maybe are less fun about it, like having to constantly go back and get all your buffs over and over again every hour, or perhaps them all counting down in certain places and all that sort of thing. So we're taking a look at a whole bunch of things like that to see what we might be able to do to make it more fun. Now, we did get invis, so we really could have just probably run past this, but... Well, I can always make more TP codes, but there's a certain limit I can give out per
The audience chamber is strangely quiet. There's no trace of the coin lords, and unusual statues stand in the center of the room. Row upon row of bookshelves show that you have found the archives. A nervous woman crouches behind a table at the end of the hall.
Traps are in here. I just know there's a lot of them. Guess not yet. Oh no. Oh well. I don't even have to use tools. I'm the most useless rogue ever. Any plans into making Reaver's Refuge epic? I mean, there are plans. If you're talking about plans as in, are we going to do it? I can't say. But we have actually taken a look at basically all of our content packs and looked at, what could we do if we were to make them epic? What would we do? What could that include? So, and to the extent that we've actually looked at every content pack, we have at least some thought about what we might do if we were ever to epify virtually anything that's in the game. But in terms of immediate plans to do it for Reaver's Refuge, no. Yeah, we even, just the other day, we talked about Epic Korthos and what we do there. Epic Korthos would be pretty interesting. I think, what would you want to do for Epic Korthos, right? I think I've got my own ideas, but let's hear what you would have to say. What would you like to see with Epic Korthos? Oh, shoot. Die again.
Somewhere, a distant voice intones. Fire control system deactivated.
A 20-player raid where anything goes and players can hurt each other on purpose or accident in completing the raid. Mass chaos, yes? Yes, that would be, wouldn't it?
You find the stone to flesh salve you need inside the strongbox.
Ooh, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Could, like, fight the Lich. Fight the dragon. You get to play the other side, right? For an Epic Korthos. Man, I just can't imagine some of the Reaver's Refuge stuff. That could be Enter the Kobold on Epic Elite. Could be quite the challenge, could it? Epic Raid Shavroth? Yeah, we've definitely thought about that one too. Yep. Cool. This is why secret door cookies are still useful. Oh, I would love to see an epic Gwilyn stand. I would love that. That's always been kind of a long-standing favorite of mine, and I would just love to see that happen. Any chance of doing single quests? I mean, it's certainly possible. You know, I mean, anything is possible given time and interest. So it's just a matter of, will it? Oh, hard to say. I mean, what we're going to see is Three Barrel Cove here coming up next, and you never know what might happen in the future. But we have, you know, taken a look at just about everything, just to kind of see what we could do there.
You have freed all of the coin lords from the Medusa's curse.
Oh, we're missing something. There we go. Hey, lady, you want to do the optional here, the troll one once we get there? All right, have fun, CSI. Nice to talk to you again. Epic Green Seal would be a really big system. I mean, in some ways, if you think about kind of what we currently have, I mean, in some ways, you know, Thunder Forge is somewhat in the same vein as Green Steel, so. I think, you know, we've certainly talked about sort of the shortcomings of the current Cannith crafting system. It's not something that's in our immediate plans, but it certainly is something we would like to, at some point in the future here, take some time to sort of take a look at. But there's no actual time set aside right now in our current short-term plan to do that, so. Cool, have fun, Mithra Solana. I was getting turned around in here. So we could dream. Well, I would say it's a little beyond that. I mean, there's definitely it's something we would definitely like to do. You know, when will we get to it? You know, short term, a little bit more longer term. Kind of hard to say, but it's definitely something that we would like to do. I guess the big question would be what exactly would you do with it, right? Would you sort of kind of want to more boost the current sort of Cannith crafting system up, you know, beyond level 150 perhaps, or would you really want to just kind of do a little bit of a redesign of it? I think that question remains outstanding. I've not, yeah, I guess I've seen the rumor, there was a forum thread about, you know, bringing Tiamat into the game, but I think that that's really where that begins and ends, to be honest. I've not heard about any plans to do anything like that. Woohoo. Do we get our club? Oh. I love the club. Character selection screen. Where is that at in the city? Are you talking about an Eberron or Forgotten Realms? I'm not actually sure. I think it's really just sort of a generic area for the character select screen. I don't think it has an actual location in the world. I don't know what the plans are for next time Maybar comes back. I think that remains to be decided.
Crumbling hole in the floor shows how the monsters infiltrated the castle. The invaders tunneled under the city walls. The ground shifts as chunks of the roof fall to the ground. It appears that the invaders' tunnel is dangerously unstable. The tunnel collapses, crushing everything inside. No more Droam troops will enter the palace by this route.
That's true on Cannith crafting. There's generally quite a few people out there if you're able to provide the essences that'll get the job done for you. Technically, the limit on Cannith crafting can be above 20, right? Because you can go up to plus 13 potential. So I'd make it up to 25. So the system's there, it just needs to be done. Yeah, we've definitely. I mean, I think that's the single most popular piece of feedback that we've seen is that if we do go back to take another look at the Cannith crafting, what we want to do is there's a big desire to see that Menace of the Underdark prefixes and suffixes get added.
Tunnel filled with rushing water
Certainly would be.
the grate.
Make a lot of people happy if we could do that.
But once inside, you would not be able to turn back.
So there's actually a section in this that I know a lot of people know about it, but maybe not everybody does. Which is that if you actually get Medusa to look at herself in the mirror here, you can actually sort of get her to kind of freeze herself.
Freed all of the palace guards from their stony fates. Dooming Droam's attack on the palace to failure. You've stopped their plans for now, but the monster nation will surely return to threaten Stormreach again.
Alright, there we go. Are they ever going to put something in the Jurassic foyer? I don't know. I think that kind of makes for a nice space. I know like some RP groups have used it in the past. We've used it for events and stuff. I kind of think it's good to sort of be in its own little area, to be honest. It's kind of a nice meeting ground for events and things. Will we see more pets? Certainly we will see more creature companions in the future. Sorcerer Familiars, that would be something we don't have any immediate plans to do, but you never know. I suppose anything's possible. Let's see. We have considered some changes to, well, we sort of taken a look at what we might want to do with sort of epic crafting in the future, but we have nothing to announce at this time about that. A new play in the House P Theater? That would be neat too. Alright, well, I think I need to call it a day. Let me quick write your names down here and I'll send you guys a TP code when I'm off the air. Alright, thanks everyone, I really appreciate it.
Yep.
Alright, and to everyone in the stream there, I really do appreciate you guys stopping by. It's been great as always. Don't forget you can follow us here on twitch.tv/DDO stream to be notified whenever we go on the air. And our usual live stream is every Wednesday starting at noon Eastern, -4 GMT. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks everyone, have a good day.